Warzone 3 after the Season 3 Reloaded update. Now, these are going to be in no particular order, and I always recommend to use what's most comfortable to you, because if you're not comfortable, you're not going to be pushing your enemies in, you're not going to get more kills, which is the whole point. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this, and you can always stay up to date on the current meta. Got a lot of loadouts for you today. Let's get a quick word from our sponsor and let's get into it. Today's video is sponsored by our friends over at PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 3 million members. And if you're like me and you love sports and you love esports, PrizePicks is an exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and your favorite players. PrizePicks offers traditional sports like NBA, NFL, and MLB, and they also offer esports like Apex Legends, Valorant, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, and of course my personal favorite, Call of Duty. You can now win up to 25 times your money on making esports lineups on PrizePicks. I love to build my lineups like Hydra getting less than 55.5 kills on all 3 maps in this Friday's matchup, Fred getting more than 53.5 kills on all 3 maps, and Simp, of course, getting over 53.5 kills on all 3 maps this weekend. I personally just started using PrizePicks this past year in the NFL season and have over $3,000 in winnings with just a couple entries here and there. So download PrizePicks today, use code MARVEL, and get up to $100 matched on your first deposit. Or just click the link down below in the description of this video. Thank you again to the team over at PrizePicks for sponsoring today's video. Let's get into it. All right, for this first one, it's gonna be kind of more of a fun one. We're gonna go with the DG SMG style with the Striker as more of an AR. A lot of fun to run. Striker did get a buff this week too, so Striker's even better like this now too. For this DG58, we're going with the Zim 35 compensated muzzle. You want to go with that Jack Nightshade rifle kit, the 40 round mag, the Varanus steady grip, and the Jack glassless optic. This thing kills insanely fast for some reason, and it's a pretty accurate too. You're going to use it for short and mid range right there as kind of like an SMG option. Then for the Striker AR, we're going the Zim 35 compensated flash muzzle, the Striker Elite long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip under barrel, the 60 round drum, and the Choreo Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope, or whatever optic makes you comfortable. So this 2 you're in the firing range. This thing is super accurate, really high damage rate too, and even great at long range. Next up, we have the SVA 545, which is still 100% in the long range conversation, and then the BP50 SMG. For this SVA 545, we're going the Zim 35 compensated muzzle, the precision barrel, the high grain rounds, the 60 round mag, whatever sight makes you comfortable, but I'm going with the Jack glassless here. And you can use it in single fire, which is basically burst fire as well. But a lot of fun to run either way. Again, you have that 0 recoil option as the burst fire. And we'll show you that right here if you haven't seen it yet already. There's just no recoil on it at all. This is the only actual no recoil weapon. Then for that BP50 SMG, we're going with the Cassis Break muzzle, the Scarlet Laser for insane movement speed, high grain rounds, gotta have that Jack Ravager kit on it, or Revenger kit, and the TRST IV grip tape. This thing is insanely fast. I think #1 overall or #2 overall for the close range meta, and kills really quick as well, so very accurate also. Then I think the #1 overall long range meta loadout is going to be the TAC Evolver right now. It just shoots a little slower than most, but it kills so fast. So go with the Cassis Break L muzzle here, the Eviction heavy barrel, the Hound 9G grip, the Jack glassless optic, and the Rampart heavy stock. Show this to you here in the firing range. Just very little recoil, very unbeatable at range. Then paired with that, I've got the Striker 9 on the Zim 35 compensated muzzle. I like the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop underbarrel here, but completely up to you there. Go with the DR6 if you want. 50 round drum, Seiken ZX grip, and the Lockman MK2 light stock. This one has very little recoil as well. Just missed my first couple shots there because I wasn't on target, but a lot of fun to run. Then I've got the MTZ 556 paired with the WSP9. These are a lot of fun to run. Again, you can mix and match any of these, so don't feel the need to pair all of these with each other, just like I have them. Completely up to you. So for that MTZ 556, we're going with the Cassis Break muzzle, the MTZ Drifter Heavy long barrel. You can also go with the Zim 35 here if you want. Bruin Heavy support grip under barrel, 50 round drum, and the Jack glassless optic. So this one's here in the firing range. Very little recoil as well. I'm not as big of a fan as I used to be of the MTZ 556, but completely up to you there. I like it, not terrible. WSP9 I'm absolutely in love with. We're going with the M35 compensated flash muzzle, DR6 hand stop underbarrel, the 50 round mag, the Marauder grip, and the no stock. And this thing, you're head to head, you're not losing a gunfight with this. Straight up head to head, and you're not losing a gunfight. So. Next up, we have the MCW with the WSP Stingers pistols. MCW is a lot of fun. I love the MCW. Not going to get away from it anytime soon. Love the MCW with these Stingers. For this MCW, we're going with the M35 compensated flash, the Cyclone long barrel, the Brone heavy support grip underbarrel, and plus the MCW just got another buff as well, so keep that in mind. 60 round drum and the Jack glassless optic. Show this to you here in the firing range. Absolutely insane. Very little recoil, and damage is really solid right now, especially after the buff. Now for these Stingers, we're going to go with the S37 Breacher Device S, the His Short light barrel, the 1 milliwatt pistol laser, the 32 round mags, and the Akimbo rear grip. These things are pretty crazy, and they're really good up close. Next up, we have the MCW SMG, and I've got it paired again with that striker. So we're gonna go with the MCW SMG, and then we're gonna have another DG58 LSW, but this is gonna be the long range option, and a Holger 556 SMG style option as well. For this MCW, we're going with the Chimera Silent Shot Integral Barrel, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, the Blackout high grain rounds, 40 round mag, and you have to have that Jack Raven kit on there. This one's built for a little bit more speed rather than actual damage, but the damage is insane as well, so wouldn't worry about that at all. Then for that DG58 LSW, we're going with the Cassis Brake muzzle, the Woody long barrel, the Brone heavy support grip underbarrel, the Jack glassless optic, and the recoil reduction butt plate stock. And I just gave this loadout to Lucky Chamu. Go check that out. That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. He's gonna do a video here later this week with my loadouts, and should be pretty fun. Show this one to you here in the firing range here. Very little recoil on it, and just, man, it's kind of insane. And for that Holger 556 SMG style, we're going with the DX Flash 90 laser, the Jack backsaw kit on it, the Intruder grip, the Holger stockless mod, and the Jack glassless optic. So those two in the firing range again, a little bit of an SMG option, more up close than anything. Probably want to use it around 10 meters here, but completely up to you. Then we have about 4 more long range options for you that I think you're going to love. We're with the TAC Eradicator and the Holger 26 LMG. And then we have the M13B along with my Milano style build of the WSP9, long range WSP9. So much fun to run. For that Eradicator, we're going with the Cassis Brake L muzzle, the Conqueror 70 long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the Jack glassless optic, and the Tech Verde core stock. Show this one to you in the firing range. Absolutely insane. Just remember, the longer you hold down the fire rate will slow down. So then for that Holger 26, we're going with the Cassis Brake muzzle, the Holger factory barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the Ascent Lord stock, and whatever sight makes you comfortable, but I'm going with the Jack glassless. So this one too here in the firing range. This one doesn't move as well. These LMGs, DG58 LSW, and this one just don't move at all. Next, we have the M13B, which just got a buff. We're going with the Cassis Brake muzzle, the Bruin Echelon barrel, port grip underbarrel, Jack glassless optic, and that 60 round mag. And it's just insanely good. Then for that Milano style WSP9, we're going to the Optac long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the 50 round mag, like the Corio Eagle's Eye or the Jack glassless here, and the WSP Classics factory stock. And this thing just doesn't miss. So much fun to run.